How's it going, everybody? IncogM back in another video. Obviously today, guys, we're going to be on our week 3 team builder and matchup for the Leedle League Revive Season 7. I am your coach of the Sub-Zero Syndicals IncogNegro, obviously. And guys, we are 0-2, -6, but our opponent is also 0-2, and I think -6 as well. So there is that, I guess, silver lining. But we want to get a win this week. We don't want to go into week 4 0-4, or 0-3, excuse me, of course. And we're facing Colin. Obviously, you guys watched last season's videos. We didn't get the face call, unfortunately, because of scheduling issues, and I got the forfeit victory, even though I really didn't want it that way. I wanted to fight him. So this season, obviously, we're going to make sure that we fight him. He has the Landorus Therian, Gyarados Mega, Amoonguss, Infernape, Jolteon, Goodra, Sylveon, Registeel, Bidoof, and Sableye. So, all these Pokemon, right? Really good Pokemon, obviously. Landorus and Infernape are obviously Z Crystal users, and I guess I would expect more or less Landorus more than Infernape, though Infernape could bring Z Solar Beam for something like my Suicune, or even for something like Mamoswine, I don't know, but it is very possible. You can bring Titanium Z, has a lot of potential here. So you guys are going to be asking me really quickly, there are 2 new Mons on the side, Meowstic, I have both forms, and then also Heatran. I gave it Victini because I didn't feel like Victini fit the team anymore, and it was very easy to know what Victini was going to do, whether it's Assault Vest or whether it's something else. Meowstic was more or less, well, Pinsir, I guess, was dropped as well. Should start with that first. And Pinsir, I guess, just didn't fit the team anymore, and I didn't really care for it as much anymore, I guess. Like, it didn't, like, it fit the team a little bit, but then, like, I really did my looking back at my team, and I was like, maybe, maybe not. So I decided to give it a little switch up. I usually don't do it early in the season, unless, you know, things come up, obviously. And Heatran, Meowstic. And, yeah, I think they're better for this matchup, personally. I think that how I'm going to use them, obviously, will be better for this matchup, of course. Hopefully, they both work. So, we have Mamoswine, Hitmontop, Suicune, Raichu, Heatran, obviously, and Meowstic for this team. And I'm just going to zoom in a little bit here. So, we have to the top the Mamoswine with the Lumberry, of course. Rock it out with Ice Shard, Icicle Crash, Earthquake, and Iron Head with 252 in attack, 252 in speed. Obviously, the 4 just goes in special defense or wherever it wants to go. This Pokemon right here basically does what it has to do, and that's it. The thing about it, though, is that Pokemon like Sableye can obviously burn it or do something to it, or even, I guess, yeah, even just burning it from just Will-O-Wisp, Toxic from maybe something like Registeel, or even Toxic from something else, or even just hitting Amoonguss, and then we get Effect Spore if it doesn't have Regenerator or something of that sort. There's always a possibility that Mamoswine will suffer. This isn't too much of an issue in my opinion, but it is something I really don't like Mamoswine doesn't mind it, but I'd rather it not happen, so I give it the Lumberry. Obviously getting burned is probably going to happen more likely than not. We also have Heatran to avoid burns as well, but it is something to consider, I suppose. Just in case Heatran's dead, we can take the burn, eat the Lumberry, and then we can hit again. This Pokemon hits like a truck as well. It can take care of Landorus with Ice Shard, and obviously, you know, if we even had a Sticky Whip user, if we had Icy Wind to one of our Pokemon, we can slow it down, outspeed it with Mamoswine. It can do damage to Gyarados. It's not exactly going to be able to kill it in one hit with Earthquake, but I definitely think that an Earthquake plus Ice Shard combo, if it's still regular Gyarados, or just Icicle Crash in general, but still regular Gyarados, can still do damage since it is neutral. Can still kill or do a lot of damage to Amoonguss. Can deal with Infernape if Infernape is switching in with Earthquake then Ice Shard. Obviously Mach Punch would probably get us really low, but not kill us. Can deal with Jolteon, can deal with Goodra. Iron Head's kind of there, deal with something like Sylveon, but I mean it's not going to kill it, but it can definitely still do damage. Registeel gets hurt by Earthquake a lot. I'm not expecting Bidoof to come, but if it does, you know, we can handle it in our own way with Hitmontop or something else, maybe even Mamoswine here. And Sableye is kind of frail, not like not crazy frail, but it's definitely frail. I'm definitely expecting it to come to this matchup. Moving on though, we have Carlton, the Hitmontop. Carlton here is rocking out with the Roselie Berry with Close Combat, Mach Punch, Rapid Spin, and Toxic. Obviously with Hitmontop here, we're going to try and get away rocks as soon as possible, because obviously it doesn't like kill our team, but we obviously don't want rocks up just because then we take just damage whenever we come in. Close Combat can deal with Mega Gyarados, obviously, can deal with Registeel, Bidoof. Mach Punch is more or less just to pick off kills. Obviously represents for rocks, and Toxic is just in case, you know, we sit in front of something like Sableye or Sylveon. We take one, I think, Moonblast from Sylveon, even a Hyper Voice 2. Toxic, we can still hit it with close combat. Even if it's not very effective, it's still damage that I really want to rack up on. And even Toxic can go into something like Goodra, who could be around for a long time, actually, given how bulky it can be. Discussing EV spreads here, 200 in HP, 200 in special defense, 100 in attack with a careful nature. Like I said, takes one Moonblast or Hyper Voice, does what it has to do. And obviously with the Intimidate, it can definitely increase the survivability of a lot of our Pokemon, actually. I wasn't going to break Carlton at first, but then, you know, I was like, whatever, should work. Moving on, though, we have Trojan, the Suicune with the Assault Vest. This is a classic Suicune set that I like to run, except I don't usually run Shadow Ball, but we're going to try it today. Mirror Coat, Hydro Pump, Ice Beam, Shadow Ball, with 252 in HP, 252 in special attack, and then the 4 in special defense with the modest nature. This takes a Thunderbolt from Jolteon, even as Thunder. I don't know if it takes a Z Thunderbolt, but if it takes one or the other, it's not going to obviously have Z, but I'm just saying for reference. But it takes one, Mirror Coat to back, kills Jolteon, obviously. You can take a Z Solar Beam from Infernape and then just basically reflect it back. It can take Sylveon attacks and everything else with that Assault Vest and Mirror Coat it back. You know, it does what it has to do. Hydro Pump kills Landorus unless it is like a crazy Paso Berry set. Kills Infernape unless it's Sash or something of that sort. And Ice Beam can deal with something like a Moongus on the hop, but it's not expected to kill a Moongus, obviously. But it can still do damage if it has to. It can do damage to Goodra, of course. And that's really it for that. Shadow Ball is kind of like just there for neutral damage against something like Registeel, but we have Hydro Pump, of course. But Shadow Ball's just kind of there, honestly. I didn't know what else to do. I might replace it with Icy Wind or maybe another move. I'm not sure yet. I just wanted to throw something on there because I didn't know what else to put on this Suicune. Moving forward, though, we have a love song, the Raichu, and this is where things get crazy. This Raichu has the Waterium Z and has static, of course, has Surf, Volt Switch, Nuzzle, and Grass Knot, has 252 in special attack and then 252 in speed with the, what is that nature? That is mild. So, really quickly, this beats out Landorus speed-wise. Landorus hits 309, we're about 10 above it at 319, and Z-Surf should kill it if it's not Scarf. If it is Scarf, then we lose a Raichu. That's an L we have to take. If Infernape decides to switch in, it can kill Infernape. But we needed the plus special attack instead of plus speed, so it is possible that Infernape could just kill us outright. Something like Earthquake or something. So we won't leave it in against Infernape, but we will switch, you know, obviously always switch it out. But it's definitely something to consider. Z-Surf can also just do damage overall to something like Registeel, Sableye, and everything else. Voltrace to get out of situations that are sticky. Nuzzle is more or less to get Mega Gyarados on the hop. If Mega Gyarados is the last thing left against Raichu and some other Pokemon, I would rather Nuzzle it so that if it starts Dragonetting, it doesn't get it out of hand too much, and then Volt Switch on it. Or even just Grass Knot, which is the last move, of course. Not really much else to say about this Pokemon. It doesn't do a lot this battle. I could have gave it Focus Blast, but I don't feel like missing that move a lot. I could have gave it a Hidden Power, but I also just felt like Raichu has one utility use, and that's it, just to kill the Landorus Therian, if it is Scarf, of course. But yeah, there is that. Next up, we have the obvious new Pokemon, Real Steel, the Heatran. Real Steel is rocking out with the Adrenaline Orb with Earth Power, Flamethrower, Hidden Power, Ice, Flash Cannon, has 56 in HP, 252 in special attack, and 200 in speed with the modest nature. Now this is where the real tech comes in. So, after one Intimidate, obviously, we hit 360 speed, which beats Infernape and beats also Landorus. After you know they're max, obviously. So, with that comes a lot of things. So, Heatran, Earth Power can kill Infernape. I don't think it's one. I think it is one shot. I'll have to, I'll calculate obviously before I battle Colin, of course. Hidden Power Ice has a huge chance to kill Landorus Therian, I found. Flash Cannon does a lot to something like Sylveon. And then I guess Flamethrower is just kind of there for stab, and also can kill Moongus, of course. Can kill Registeel or do a lot of damage to it at least. And that's really it for the set. I mean, there's not really much else to say about Heatran. Once it gets that Intimidate, it's a wrap for that Landorus, especially if Landorus has prior damage. Hidden Power Ice is a guaranteed kill. I was going to bring Rocks this week, but I've been very, very iffy about bringing hazards. though Colin doesn't have a way of getting rid of them, which I might consider. We'll see how this goes. Obviously, if I decide, oh, maybe I should put rocks on something, Mamoswine, maybe make it more of a defensive set. We'll see, but I'm probably going to leave it the way it is. If after this week my plans still fail and I lose, then I'll consider putting up hazards and actually trying to play a little bit more strategically instead of trying to meme around with my playstyle. Next up, we have That's Right, the Meowstic with the light clay. Now this is the only reason I picked this up. Has the 248 in HP, 8 in special attack, 252 in special defense with the calm nature. Like I said, only reason, light clay, reflect, light screen, whatever. But I'm using reflect this week, and I have heal bell, thunder wave, and psychic. The reflect at least allows allows Mamoswine to take, I think, 1 close combat and a fire punch from Infernape. Allows I think Raichu lives a -1 earthquake with that. Doesn't allow Heatran to live though, which is sad. It allows, you know, a lot of my Pokemon to start living Mega Gyarados hits, and there's that too. Heal Bell, just to get rid of something like, I guess, Toxic or even Will-O-Wisp from Sableye if, you know, everything starts falling through. Obviously it's good just in case, you know, things happen, and obviously Effect Spore or Moongus if that shows up. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Regenerator, but I don't know if it's going to show up to this battle more or less, which I'll talk about his team in a minute. Thunder Wave, you know, I'm a dickhead when it comes to paralyzing Pokemon or just hacks in general, so rather not have hacks play against me, rather have hacks play for me. So Thunder Waving, if it's still regular Gyarados, like if it comes in randomly to avoid an Earthquake or avoid something, I just Thunder Wave it and then I am fine. I can't Thunder Wave it obviously when it is a Mega. And obviously you could Thunder Wave a lot of other things so that we could have the advantage. And that'd probably be the one way we would win. And Psychic is just regular coverage, obviously, of course. Hits everything except for obviously just regular Sableye, excuse me, and Mega Gyarados. What do I think Colin is bringing these 6 Pokemon is really, really simple. Amoonguss doesn't want to be against a lot of these Pokemon on my team, of course, you know, with the Tornadus, with the Heatran, with the Meowstic, even with Mamoswine. It is a good bulky and a good wall Pokemon, but not a Pokemon I envision coming. Goodra, same kind of situation with Mamoswine being around and a lot of Pokemon that are able to damage it. I don't think it's coming either. It has the strongest possibility out of the 4 Pokemon that I didn't choose that are coming. Sylveon and Bidoof, I guess, are kind of obvious. Sylveon is like, it's a 50-50, just like Goodra, just like Amoonguss. The only Pokemon that's definitely not coming is Bidoof. If it does come, I'd be hella shocked. Sableye is good for statusing Pokemon and stalling out things with recovery and, you know, obviously having the ability Prankster. Infernape's a really good Pokemon overall, can destroy a fair chunk of my team, though I don't think it is a major Pokemon. It is a major player since I'm not bringing Tornadus, but we never know with Colin. Landorus is an obvious one. Landorus should be coming to this match 1010%. If it doesn't, I'd be shocked. The Mega Gyarados has a relatively okay time against my team. It's not great, but it does have a good time when it is out, I guess you could say. Once it gets up a few D-dances, my team is basically done, but obviously I'm going to try and prevent that, of course. Jolteon, a good volt switching Mon, and a pretty good Mon overall, in my opinion, for damage. Having its choice specs would be really awesome. And obviously hits a fair chunk of my Pokemon, can be easily walled off by something like Mamoswine, and even, I guess, Raichu with Lightning Rod, but I'm running Static. Registeel is just a bulkier Pokemon, just like something similar to Sableye, but obviously without Prankster, it's just a bulky Mon, of course, and Registeel doesn't know when to quit or when to die, so that could be a really bad case for me if it decides to go Curse or do something else with its life, but I definitely think Registeel should be coming to this match overall. But guys, that is my team builder before the battle, and when I talk to you guys again, we will be in the battle, so let's go ahead and see. This might come as a shock, and I'm gonna explain this now. I wasn't really, I was about to record something else, and then my opponent decided, hey, let's battle now. So now me and Colin are battling now, even though I was about to record something else. So there's that. So we're gonna be getting this started. He brought not everything I was expecting. Give me 1 second. So let's see. He has Infernape, Vilchan. Okay, so he didn't bring Sableye, but he did bring Amoonguss. I thought he wouldn't bring Amoonguss. That's the only thing that is shocking to me, I suppose. So let's go ahead and put in Amoonguss here so you guys can see it obviously at the bottom. So here goes a Moongus. Let's just go ahead and unlock that, move it over and lock it. There we go. Also, my friends are watching because we're about to fucking record. You want to see this now, so good luck, have fun. And yeah, so this is gonna be an interesting match, I guess. I kind of want to lead Meowstic just in case, but I feel like he's Bart Break, obviously. So I could lead Real still if he goes Lando. He can't really go anything against my Heatran, so I'm just gonna go Heatran first. Let's get this started. Almost killed, and now we didn't lose it, so we almost killed it with Himbar Ice. So we're good now. He probably goes into really anything. Into fucking Gyarados would work too. I think the Himbar Ice definitely caught him off guard. I didn't do a proper introduction to this other part of the video, obviously, but yeah, hopefully we can get this W. This is gonna hurt. I know it is. Do I switch out and allow him to D-dance now? Or do I just set it to reflect? What do I do here? Should I Earth Power? I feel like Earth Power would probably be best here, because at 287 he would still get it up, actually. I think he'd be faster too, honestly. This is very dependent on what I want to do first. Even though I have Mach Punch Chip on top, I think I'll just go for Earth Power now. Oh, he didn't Mega. He's gonna D-dance regular. Okay, that's fine. Caught me off guard. Good. Not good for me, obviously, but he's gonna catch me off guard here. Okay. Let's go into that to right and get up Reflect now, at least, so that we can at least try and get rid of it sooner rather than later. Obviously, you want to keep Heatran alive. Go into Meowstic. He goes Waterfall. It doesn't kill us here, of course. We could go T-Wave here. He could switch out. I'm just gonna go for Reflect now. Goes into Landers. That's fine. I'm gonna get my Reflect up. He's gonna go for U-turn, of course. I'm just gonna go for Psychic because nothing on his team really wants to come in besides maybe Registeel. U-turn should... Oh, we got it killed. So we got Landers done with. He goes into a Moongus, so let me go ahead and just get rid of his Landers here. And we can just go for a T-Wave. Should we go for T-Wave or Psychic? I feel like Psychic might be just better. Let's go for it. 33, okay, so he's definitely special defense. Goes for Spore, okay. So we can switch out here. Go into anything, really. I feel like we can go into the top, but I feel like Trojan might be better. Let's go into Trojan. He switches out here. Goes for Giga. Okay, that's fine. Probably knows we're Vest now, so that's fine too. I'm just gonna go over Ice Beam, get some nice damage off. 35, no freeze. Goes for Toxic. Okay. So, I feel like we should just switch out again, go into Mamoswine. Get this bread. Goes into Registeel. That's a good switch on his part. I feel like he's expecting the Earthquake, so I might as well just do it anyway. I feel like Ice Cold Crash would be better here, though. Just because he's gonna switch. Okay, he didn't switch. He goes for Iron Head here. Goes for... Oh, I flinched him. That's really good. Let's just go for Ice Cold Crash again. Let's just Earthquake, because even if he switches out, it's not that bad. Well, if he switches out, then it's kind of bad, high key. But yeah. I'm just going over Earthquake. I'm not gonna type back right now. Yeah, let's just Earthquake. Well, if I Earthquake here, then I'm reliably saying that he doesn't switch out. So that could be something. So I might as well just do it. No, he switches out anyway. That's fine. I kind of called that, kind of. I could go for Shard, but I don't want to lose this right now. Let's just go into Meowstic. Go ahead and Megas now. 2 Mach Punches plus an Intimidate should work against this, I'm assuming. Let's just go for Heal Bell now and let this... Okay. He's gonna keep doing that, obviously. I need you to wake up. I'm gonna hope dies. Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. Totally fine. Oof. Oofaroni and cheese. Do we lose out here? No, we shouldn't. I feel like we still do, though. I think I lost to a Gyarados. Maybe? I mean, at +1, I should do... If I get rid of you now, it's not going to be pretty for me later. If I get rid of you now, then it's not going to be pretty. I went into this very underprepared, I guess. Going to Trojan now. And then switch back out in the top, get rid of his +2. He's still really good here. So now we got that done without its boost. That's really good for me now. Let's just Volt Switch out into Tran. Should we go out of Tran? I feel like Tran would be better. Yeah, Tran might be good. If he gets a Spore off, then we're fucked. Okay, that's fine. I mean, does he switch out? He might switch out. I feel like he does. Because I need to switch out, obviously. Goes down to Infernape, that's fine. We don't die to a Mach Punch, but we do die to a... No, we don't die to a Fire Attack, I don't think. We can still go for Quake here. Earthquake can do a lot to his team still. Oh, Waterium Z would be good tier 2, but he's obviously going to be max. So, that'd be bad. Earthquake. Nice, nice, nice. 80%. Crash did... How much earlier, Avery? It did... Trying to get up there. 16% exact on the dot. Just go for it again. Get rid of it now. Goes for Moongus now. Go for Crash. I mean, he doesn't kill with Giga. It's just going to be a really iffy situation. Oh, we got 2 kills now. Let me go ahead and cross out some Mons while we are sitting here. He got rid of my Hitmontop Meowstic, so let me go ahead and do that. Sorry for not doing that for you guys, obviously. While I got rid of his Registeel and a Moongus. So that would be this one. No, not that one. I don't know why this is messing up now. That one and this one. So, obvious. Go rid of Jolteon. I feel like he's E-moves here. I feel like I need this alive, kind of, but I need Real Steel more to come back to life, please. Goes for close combat, that's fine. We just have to allow it to die here. Go for Waterium now, see how it goes. He got rid of Mamo, unfortunately. If we don't die, then we win this battle. If we do die, then we lose this battle, unfortunately. Because, yeah, we definitely do. Oh, wait. Oh my god, is he Sash? He's not Sash. We won. We did it. Oh, we did it. Oh my god, we did it. I think that's it. I think that's it. I think that's it. I think that's it. And that's it. So we're looking at a loss, but I guess we kind of played it out, and that's really good. So yeah, he did get rid of Suicune since we Volt switched out, of course. I think I need to focus a little bit more on just playing better. Just a little bit better, of course. Well, not a little bit, just a lot better, I would say, actually. Let me just put it in chat. He could have easily won out with Gyarados. It was pretty much, it was something. I think, let me just do not max speed Infern. Why? Just because, like, that was the most surprising thing about that. Yeah, definitely we got that victory. I definitely need to play better next week, of course. I want to win this league, or at least try to attempt to get the playoffs again. But it definitely was a struggle in some areas. I feel like Gyarados could have won out easily once Hitmontop was gone, but I guess my opponent didn't feel that way, or something just was a miss, I suppose. Definitely was surprised to win this match. I never thought I was losing against the Gyarados, of course. I'm not sure if I play next week. I might flash it up on screen like their name or whatever. But thank you guys for watching. If you did like this, give it a like, comment, and also subscribe. Next week, like I said, I'll flash up on screen who we play, and hopefully we can get out and win that battle. We are now 1-2, -4, and I'll talk to you guys later.